on Home Factory. We hammer home our point.
And then we settle in for a snooze.
Then we catch up with an old flame.
But first, we clean house.
It's the mortal enemy of spills.
It strikes fear in the heart of dirt.
And annihilates greasy floors.
It's the Wonder Mop.
It swabs.
It absorbs.
It rings.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's explore the origin myth behind this superhero of the floor. The Wonder Mop gets its powers at the Libman Company's factory in Arcola, Illinois.
And this is Andrew Libman. He's not only the owner, but also the great-grandson of the founder of Libman Company.
We've been around since 1896, so it's somebody that they can trust. We're kind of experts in making cleaning products.
Okay, so what's so wonderful about the Wonder Mop?
It's machine washable. It's got good durability to it. Your hands never touch water because you've got the wringer right on the mop.
And since it's that patented wringer that first put the wonder in Wonder Mops, let's start here.
White plastic pellets are sucked into a hopper where it's melted and fed into a mold.
The molded plastic is dropped out of the machine at a rate of 8 per minute.
Completed ringers are collected and placed on a carousel to have the Libman logo stamped on.
This is Karina, and it's her job to make sure the ringers are ready for the epic fight against dirt.
We definitely mop up our competition.
Oh, I see what you did there. Nice plug.
But these ringers are no good on their own. We've got to attach them to some handles. These massive steel coils each weigh over 700 kilograms. Each one can make over 2,500 handles.
And here's a couple of guys who know a thing or two about fighting dirt. Meet Elias and Alfonso.
Can you? Show us your stuff, gentlemen.
Elias feeds the spool of steel into this machine. The rollers form the flat strips of steel into tubes. The machine also welds the edges together.
The steel tube moves down the assembly line to the cutter, which slices off handles that are precisely 114 centimeters long. Hey guys, how many handles can you make in a day?
I'd say between 70 and 73,000.
Wow, that must keep you busy. Good thing you two are such good friends, right?
We have a lot of fun together.
Yeah, maybe too much fun. Where does he think he's going?
Alfonso?
Yeah,
Darn, I think we lost him.
nah, it's fine. We've got to follow this giant claw arm while it collects the handles, because the next step is to get some color on them.
Ooh, that's gonna be cool. But where's Brian hiding? There he is. Hi, Brian.
So, Brian, how exactly does powder coating work? Huh?
It's a fluidized powder with a static electricity charge.
Okay, that sounds like a villainous superweapon.
Oh, yeah. But it's actually just the powdered paint that coats the handles and is then baked on at 230 degrees Celsius.
We pretty much leave our competition green with envy.
But why green? Because it's a mean green cleaning machine? Huh? Huh?
The color green is like spring, it's cleaning, and that's when a lot of people do their cleaning is in the spring. So we think the color really ties in well in terms of people's cleaning habits.
The clean green handles next have a white plastic grip attached and a plastic screw piece for the bottom. Then a second grip and the wringer are added to the handle.
I feel like something important is missing. Something to give this mop its super cleaning power.
Wow, can't get anything by you. We need some mop heads.
And what's that part for?
Clean the floor.
Did you seriously just ask that?
What? I'm just making conversation here. Huh?
Fabric we use in our mop heads in 1 year could stretch to the moon and back 3 times.
Which explains why the material arrives on these giant 20-kilogram rolls.
The Wonder mop heads are made from a secret blend of polyester and rayon. This machine cuts the fabric into strips and layers it.
I think they kind of look like wigs.
Oh, no, that's just silly. No, actually, that's not a bad look.
Or a superhero disguise. Now that we've got the handles assembled and the mop heads made, They meet right here in the middle. The two parts are screwed together, and then the mop head is wrapped in plastic for packaging.
Libman makes about 50 million mops every year.
That's gonna take a lot of boxing.
Well, I'm with you so far, but what are these two up to?
My name is Julio.
My name is Alex.
And we want to race to see who is the fastest.
Great idea. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Woo! You guys are
Wonderful!
I won.
You spend 90% of your time indoors. You better make sure it's clean with Libman.
Well, with great cleaning power comes great cleaning responsibility.
right, and that's why these mops can be found all across the world, saving your home from the scourge of dirty floors.
Oh, Wonder Mop, you're my hero.
Thank you. Okay, so, you know, when it comes to home improvement, there's just no point in starting if you don't have a hammer.
You have hit the nail on the head, my friend. But sometimes not just any hammer will do. Sometimes you need Vaughan and Bushnell's stealth hammer.
Stealth? What's stealth about it?
It's painted black. Just go with it.
Right, okay. So we're going to Vaughan and Bushnell's 163,000 square foot facility in Bushnell, Illinois. Wait, did I just say Bushnell twice?
Actually, 3 times. Let's go ask Dan Chambers, Vaughan and Bushnell's VP of Manufacturing, what that's all about.
You really want me to tell you?
We really do.
Just a coincidence that we happen to be located in the town of Bushnell.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. But I know what will cheer us up.
Hammer time.
Yeah. Can't touch this.
It's true. You can't. Because a hammer begins as a red-hot, burning bar of steel. These bars are heated in a furnace that's running at 1,200 degrees Celsius.
And this is Bill, and he works in the forge shop.
I do. Strike them while they're hot.
Literally. Bill takes bars out one at a time and shapes them in the drop hammer.
Okay. This is a kind of a metal working called drop forging. The bottom has molds in the shape of the head of the hammer. The top is a ram that drives down with the force of 700 kilograms. Every time it drops, the steel becomes more and more refined. The hammer is dropped 6 times.
After it's shaped, the excess is cut off by another drop hammer. Then the claw is split, and the head is complete.
Next, the handle is made in the exact same way.
You mean with the drop hammer?
Okay, yeah, please stop saying that. When the 2 pieces are complete, they head over to the welding department to see Ron.
Voila!
Ron uses the welder to fuse the handle to the head.
And how many hammers do you have in your home, Ron?
Oh, a lot. A lot of hammers. Big, little, weird looking ones too.
I'm listening.
There is a hammer for just about anything you want to do. We have upholsterers hammers, nail hammers, ripping hammers, framing hammers, ball peen hammers, rubber mallets.
Yikes. Let's just focus on our stealth hammers, shall we?
After welding, the hammers are off to Jacob in the grinding department. Tell us what you do here, Jacob.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Grind the welds off, smooth the edges.
Ever get your beard caught in the grinder?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, that would hurt. After Jacob carefully grinds them, the hammers need to be heat treated.
Really? Why?
Heat treatment process changes your molecular structure of your steel.
Oh, how about a simple answer? Matt, can you tell us?
Make it hard so it don't break on you. Don't nobody want a hammer you use is gonna break.
That's right. The hammers go through an oven that heats them to 800 degrees Celsius. Then they're plunged into an oil bath, which cools them very quickly. This makes the metal very hard.
But not hard enough. The hammer is also given a second bake in a furnace to ensure that they are hard enough to stand up to all the nails they'll be hitting.
Once the hammers have been cooled, they're visually inspected for flaws. Once they pass, they head to Donnie for powder coating.
What's powder coating?
Makes the hammer look real good.
Real good. Donnie sprays the powder over the hammers. How many of these do you do a day, Donnie? Huh?
7,000 to 8,000 usually.
Wow. At $7,000 a day, times 365 days a year, times how long Vaughan and Bushnell's been around, that equals...
We've probably manufactured a gazillion hammers in the lifetime of this company.
That's a nice round number.
After being sprayed, the hammers go through an oven to cure the paint on.
Then the powder is ground off the face and logo to give the Stealth hammer a sexy silver accent.
But the hammer's not quite done yet. Before they can hang pictures and assemble furniture in your very own home, the hammers need a certain something. Right, Jim?
Get a grip on it.
Exactly. Jim uses this rubber injection molding machine to shoot liquid rubber around the steel handle. The rubber flows into the holes in the steel, meaning this handle will never lose its grip.
Now that's what I call a hammer.
If you buy a Vaughan hammer, you only have to buy one because it'll last you the rest of your life.
So these babies are labeled, boxed, stacked, and shipped. Ready for home improvement tasks all around the world.
Oh, wow. This would be perfect for hanging up all my certificates and awards.
It would be, if you had any.
Touché.
The average person sleeps for 1/3 of their life. Based on current life expectancy, that's a total of 25 years of sleep.
Yeah, that's a lot of sweet dreams, and face it, a lot of drool.
So why not be as comfortable as you can be with a Springwall mattress? We're heading to Mississauga, Ontario to visit Springwall's 80,000 square foot factory to see how they make their mattress.
That's right. And this is the Director of Manufacturing for Springwall, Brett Lettingham. I'm sure he's going to stop spinning soon.
I wish he would. It's making me dizzy.
We work hard all day so you guys can sleep well at night.
Oh, hard worker, eh? I guess you weren't laying down on the job. On one of your mattresses. Get it?
Sorry. Okay.
Each Springwall mattress is made to order. Today, we'll be following a queen-size bed.
This here is Norman, and he's making the mattress panel.
So what exactly is a panel?
Panel is the top part of your mattress, like the cover.
Oh, cool. So is this the place where all the magic happens, huh?
I don't know if it's magic, but stuff happens.
Fabric made of polyester and cotton blend and 2 layers of foam are quilted together by this massive sewing machine, which stitches at 1,100 revolutions per minute. And here is Norman's finished product. Ta-da!
That's it. That's a big show.
Nala takes the completed panels and sews the edges together. It looks pretty comfy already, and hey, we're just getting started.
Oh, I suddenly have the urge to change into my PJs. Now it's on to the making of the vent borders. This feature encourages airflow to keep the mattress nice and cool and eliminate moisture.
This is Narumani, and she's the lead hand of the sewing department.
I'm nervous.
It's all right. It's just your career as a potential television star that's hanging in the balance.
That's right. Now say something witty, please.
We don't let no one lay down on the job.
Nice.
Well done. Narumani's handiwork is then transferred in this 45-meter spool over to the cutting department, where a worker measures out 6.5 meters of fabric and cuts it to size.
A tag with the company name is then sewn on the border.
And now, it's time to start building the comfy part of the mattress, where the all-important beauty sleep happens. A worker takes a fiber pad and glues 4 foam sides to the edges.
Then it's off to Kareem, a man who knows exactly what kind of mattress-based puns we're after.
This will put a spring in your step.
Ah, see, there you go. The springs of the mattress arrive wrapped up like a giant jelly roll.
It's a zoned coil system that helps support all the heavier pressure points during your sleep. So when you're sleeping with your partner and there's movement, you don't feel it.
Yeah, and that's good because I really need my 8 hours of undisturbed sleep, you know, in the zone. Otherwise, I'm very cranky.
Kareem places another piece of foam on the top and then glues it all together.
There are so many layers to this mattress. It's all starting to look like a delicious sleep sandwich to me.
Now that we have the panel, the borders, the foam, and the coils, it's time to assemble this bad boy.
That's right, and this worker uses a staple gun to attach the border and the bottom of the mattress, which is also called the decking.
Both the decking and the borders are then sewn in place.
A final layer of specially ordered aqua gel foam is added. Aqua gel acts as a memory foam and actually contours to your body while regulating your body temperature. Cool. Norman's quilted panel is placed on top of the aqua gel, and then it's time to close up the mattress. The 6 layers of foam, coils, and springs need to be tailored.
The final tailoring that's put on the mattress, hands down, that is the most difficult position in the factory.
And here's the man in charge of the most difficult job at Springwall. Meet Chris. So what do you do,
Blah, 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 blah.
Actual words might be more useful for our purposes. One more try, Chris.
We do the tailoring of the bed, and that's all I got.
Well, it's a little better. Chris is responsible for sewing the mattress up with the quilted panel. Since this is what the customer sees, a steady hand is required and no mistakes can be made.
I make the bed look sexy.
Once Chris is finished loading up the mattress with sex appeal, it's sent down the line where it is wrapped in this machine.
That's a wrap. What do you mean a nap?
Aw, you guys.
That's not a nap. That's a nap.
So is there a company-mandated nap time at Springwall?
Not at liberty to say.
Well, after he's got his power nap in, the mattress can be shipped off to its brand new owner, where it can make itself at home in the bedroom, ready to lull a tired body to sleep.
Shh, let's go. We don't want to wake her up.
Okay, bye!
All right, who's 82 years old with a flame that's burning brighter than ever?
That's easy. My grandmother. That woman is a force of nature.
I don't doubt that. But the 82-year-old I'm thinking of is the world-famous Zippo lighter. In fact, the Zippo is such an icon of Americana that Frank Sinatra himself asked to be buried with one in his pocket. You know old Blue Eyes, yeah? He always did things his way.
Well, it's my way now. Let's head to Zippo's 280,000 square foot factory in beautiful Bradford, Pennsylvania. My kind of town. And we're here to meet the top dog of Zippo, George Duke.
I am the grandson of the founder of Zippo, and now in the position of chairman of the board.
Chairman of the board, eh? Just like Sinatra. All you need is a fedora.
Well, thank you.
You are very welcome. So, George, what sets a Zippo apart from other lighters?
It's a very tough, it's a very rugged, it's a lighter that will work in almost all conditions. You could be outside in 20, 25 mile an hour winds, and we'll still light and stay lit.
I'm beginning to see the light here. Each Zippo lighter begins its life as part of a 900-kilogram roll of brass.
The brass is fed into this press, which stamps out the tops and bottoms of the lighter casing.
This is Brian, and he's a case fabrication supervisor.
Hey, Brian, could you do us a favor and say that you're on the case, huh?
Really?
Please?
All right. I'm on the case.
Thanks.
The tops and bottoms are transferred to this rotating table, where workers marry the two pieces and add a stainless steel hinge. An electrode welds the hinge to the case.
Cool. Next, the cases head to the plating department to give these lighters that famous Zippo chrome gleam. First, the cases are coated in nickel, which acts as a base for the chrome to stick to.
Then the lighters go through a series of 5 rinses before getting dunked into a chrome solution.
The reason why we put chrome on it is because if we sold the lighters in strictly the brass state, the brass will tarnish very, very quickly.
And no wannabe rat packer would want a dull lighter.
No way.
Zippo can chrome plate up to 3,400 pieces every hour.
The chrome-plated cases head for a little color in the engraving department to get one of Zippo's 300 different designs.
But a shiny Zippo case is no good without something to give it a spark.
That's right. The actual working part of the lighter goes inside a stainless steel case, which is stamped out and shaped by a die. The case will hold the guts of the lighter, including the wick, the flint, and the spark wheel.
When struck against steel, flint will spark, and that's what causes a lighter to light.
Currently, we're producing around 72,000 lighters a day, and that translates into around between 12 and 13 million lighters a year.
Whoa, lined up, those would stretch from here to eternity.
Indeed. A wick is added to the housing. To absorb the fuel, cotton is tamped down on top.
Then a felt padded spring finish off the inside of the lighter.
The completed housings and shiny chrome cases both head over to Rosita for assembly.
What we do is we get the lighter, we inspect it for defects, and then we fit it up.
So, Rosita, are you looking for that world-famous Zippo click?
The old saying, if it doesn't have the click, it don't go.
Oh, Rosita, I get a click out of you.
So, what's the hardest part of your job?
Dealing with her.
Ouch. Yeah, I guess you two just don't click.
The completed lighters are transported to the packaging area, where they're buffed to a high shine and packed in individual cases, ready to be shipped to anyone who's just looking for a little spark in their lives.
Zippos don't change. It's basically the same lighter that has been around for 82 years.
That's right, and you just don't mess with a classic like this.
Looking sharp there, Zippo. How about we blow out of this joint and head back to my pad?
Okay, darling, I can dig it.
And you could leave the fedora on.